right, for fun, I just want to pull some cards, and I'm listening to the closing arguments, and Amber Heard's, her lawyer gets up there and says something that she likes. She gives this, she tries to play the victim, and then he says something she likes. She gives this little smirk. Subtle, but you see it. One of those, if you read body languages, she gives this little self-satisfied smirk in there, okay? And it is a smirk, okay? So his argument is she should have the right, freedom of speech, to say what she wants. If you rule against her, then you're ruling against freedom of speech. Well, no, you don't have the right to try to ruin somebody's career, to ruin their reputation with out and out lies. And so let's see what we have with his closing argument. What about Amber Heard's lawyer's closing arguments? They're playing up to the jury, of course, and just weak, okay? So yeah, we have here in the past, family and this and that, and trying to play up to the emotions of the healthy family, which this was anything but. Okay, in the center of it, we have, this is very slow moving. Okay, I don't think it's really impressing the jurors. Very slow moving with his thing, and the challenge is a strength of it. I don't see a lot of strength in what he's saying, okay? Foundation is looking at it, evaluating, it's lacking, okay? And above it, we have trying to manipulate the jurors, okay? So slow moving, trying to play on their emotions, as much emotional playing on it as possible. But it looks like they're not buying it, okay? So let's see, between the family and reevaluating it, we've got them looking at the emotional things that went on between the two of these, okay? The other side, the reassessing and the strength, trying to put a sword in Johnny's back. It's what they were doing, okay? Above it, they're looking at the happy family, the manipulations, a whole lot of manipulations up there in the air. Not looking good. And the other side with his manipulation and trying to take down Johnny Depp, they're cool about it, okay? Temperate. It's like they're not buying into her stuff is what it looks like. They're not buying her drama and the closing arguments. Let's see what's underneath of it. Underneath of it, we have this loss for all the abundance that she thinks she has, working on things. They're going to follow the law, and this is following the law. Okay, of concern, charging forward, looking at the path ahead, the emotional distancing, the rhetoric that was charging forward and looking towards the future, and what she's been holding to, okay? So it doesn't look like they are buying her lawyer's closing arguments. Let's look, as long as I'm doing this, let's look at the closing arguments on Johnny Depp's side. Very well presented, I must say. But let's see what the cards say. How are the How are they viewing the closing arguments for Johnny Depp's lawyers, from Johnny Depp's lawyers? How are they viewing this? In the past, okay, we have the wish-fulfilling card, okay, the confidence, the wish-fulfilling card, just very staid, okay, confident. We have the wheel turning, okay. They're looking at the karmic things of this, and justice, okay, justice, wanting justice. Underneath of it, the hidden things have come out, okay, revealing the hidden things. Above it, looking at the testimony. Between the satisfied merchant and hidden things, we've got, been tied up, okay? That they really tried to tie him up with innuendo, okay? As far as the hidden things and justice, we have moving forward, taking action. As far as the merchant and having looked into it, they're apprised of all the infighting that took place, okay, lawyer against lawyer. And as far as justice and the hermit, they're going to, looks like putting a lid on it. She's brought a Pandora's box, and it looks like, they're not having it. They want a lid on it. It's time for her to. So let's see what's underneath of it. Let's see what we have. We have going forward. We have all of the things that were brought forward, the loss, and again, looking for the direction forward, and just they're not buying into her drama, okay? They're not buying into the drama, okay? So, of concern is, the financial thing, the losses, the charging forward, the emotional pulling away, the truth, the spitefulness, and the spitefulness is out in the cold, and it's going to take action, to bring this to a close. Balance, justice. So it looks like they're taking in Johnny Depp's lawyers much more than they are buying into Amber Heard's lawyer's spiel that he's trying to put out about she's the poor little victim. And, if you talk about it, you're spiteful. If you don't, they're just trying to bring up these things, just nonsense. Okay, I don't see any valid thing in what her lawyers are saying. They're doing all they can to try to spin it into the poor little just abused woman. And he's just so manipulative, when really it's the opposite that's going on. So I'm going to leave this here, get back and listen to the rest of her lawyer spiel, which is not impressive in the least. Johnny Depp's lawyers were just fact-based, down to earth, about what has happened, how she's done everything to ruin his reputation, and so her things are just drama.